from a dead stop. This is on a stock battery, non-bypassed, set up with their pre-tuned map. I changed the throttle a little bit, the throttle response by RPM. Got a 54 tooth in the rear. It's pretty snappy. There's definitely more mid-range torque with this setup than there was before. Before it just had a lot of low end and then it just kind of faded as it went higher, but now there's actually a decent bit of mid-range torque. The only thing I've noticed is that on the throttle you get on it, and then when you let off, it tends to hang where it'll actually wait second and a half, and it just stays at that position. So like earlier, I did a wheelie right here, and I got on it, with the front end came up, and it's been a while since I've rode, but the front end came up, I let go of the throttle to let it, you know, start coming back down, and it just stayed. So I don't understand that part, because it should be part of a, there's a setting. There's a setting inside the controller menu that allows you to adjust that, but for some reason it won't let me set a value. It's supposed to be a value of 0 to 7. It's currently set at 0, which in theory should be the quickest let-off throttle. I can't remember what they call it, back throttle or back accel or something like that. But it's set at 0. I tried setting it at 3 just for giggles, and it wouldn't allow me to put the setting in. So let's just do a quick road pull. Now the other way. So as you can see right out of the box, just with their stock app, or their stock map, if you will, it works pretty damn good. Let me show you real quick. If you go into the KO app, you go in and you connect to it. You click connect, then go to login, then do the 1, 2, 3, 4 like you see there, then go back and you'll be connected. So as you can see, system is okay. Voltage is at 58.2, no current. If you were to get on the throttle at all, it'll start to show you your settings if you have this as a heads up, for instance. If you get into settings, you can change rated stuff. Like I said, this is the pre-tuned map for stock setup. Power settings, you can change your maximum line current, your back current, which I assume is regenerative braking, and then you can change your power levels by RPM. So you can make it so that your throttle rolls in nice and easy and then gets on it hard. There's some eco mode settings. You can calibrate your throttle separately here. There's a couple of settings you can't do. Under voltage protection you can set here. There's some PID controls, PID, proportional, integral, and derivative. That's some advanced stuff I wouldn't mess with. The back accelerator here is what I was talking about. They note that you can do 0 to 7, but it will not let me change any of the settings. You can change your throttle response from linear to motion to economics. I say economics probably really slow. It was on motion stock. I changed it to linear, and it seems to ride better in my opinion. It may be different for other people. But yeah, anytime you do a change in settings, for instance, let's change the first 3 power, so 30% of power at 500 RPM. We'll change the first 3 to 30, and it'll show you how much different the acceleration is. So you can change these all you want, and if you for some reason change them and you don't like it, you just click reset and it goes back to the default settings. But here's the first 4 changed to 30%. So until the motor gets up to 2100 RPMs or so, it's going to stay at 30% power level. So you just click save and then listen for a beep. The controller will beep to tell you that, yep, you got the settings. So let's give it a shot now at 30%. Really slow, and then on power. So you can see it's very programmable. It's so slow. It's so slow now you can't even do a wheelie. And that's because it's being limited by the RPM. So if we go back into it, we'll just go ahead and we'll change it back to, say, 95 on those first 4. Because unless it reaches that RPM, say you set it to 10%, you're never going to get to any higher range, especially on hills, because you can't actually get can't get the motor that fast to actually progress into your next power level. So we changed this to 95%, click save, confirm. Controller beeps to say that the settings were indeed saved. Now let's try it on 95%. Immediately picks the front end up. Now I'm leaning forward quite well because of that throttle let off thing I was talking about. I don't want it to loop on me again. I've had enough of that for today. So you can see there, I'll get on it and I immediately let go as it comes up, but it just stays on it for like a second and a half after, and I don't quite understand why anybody would want that. It's weird. I don't like it. It'll definitely get you in trouble, so I would be real cautious about that. That's it.